another person, lots of stamina, always in there, will be in the team batting first. I briefly mentioned him a few moments ago, and his impact in a place like Sharjah, depending, of course, on where he bats and where he comes in. Kieron Pollard this season, if you have a look at him, hasn't played in Sharjah yet. Mumbai haven't played here yet. 3 out of 4, in fact, in Abu Dhabi, which of the 3 grounds is the least of the boundary hitting grounds. And have a look at his impact so far, picking up from where he left off in his home country of Trinidad, Harsha.
It's ridiculous, no? I mean, what is a good strike rate? Our definitions are expanding too. What is a good strike rate? I mean, we're looking at 128 in that first one and saying, yeah, you had a bad game, 18 or 14. But look at 185, 250, 230. I think someone's got to tell him that this is not like a country where inflation is on the run and it's like we don't print the right-hand side on the menu. He should have some connection with but I'm thinking of the bowlers today because Pollard is a fear factor. Just as Russell is a fear factor. Even when they are not batting, they are there in your mind. And that's why I was not too happy with Russell batting at 4, because if Russell is waiting, then the bowlers are planning differently for fear of what Russell will do. Similarly, Pollard is the fear factor in this side, and I think that affects how people will manage their bowling attacks, for example. But I'm just thinking if Pollard gets a few in today, then it was like Chris Gale at Chinnaswamy. Keep some guys in Carbon Park.
But Joy, do you think they learn a lesson from the Russell factor yesterday? Because I fully agree with Harsha. We've all talked about it. Morgan at 4 would have been absolutely ideal. Make people wait. Russell comes in and does the damage at the right moment. So I'm sure Pollard will be padded up from the very start, but they need to send him in at the right time.
No, absolutely. And I'll take you back to an era which I know very well, which is the Second World War. So in the Second World War,
you said that, Joy. You walked into that
one. So in the Second World War, the Germany had 2 battleships, only 2 battleships. Okay, you're going to hear that. Okay. So Germany has only 2 battleships, the Bismarck and the Tirpitz. The Bismarck goes out, sinks one of Britain's biggest ships, the Hood, but then gets chased, has a battle, and they finish off the Bismarck. It's a tremendous chase and lots of British ships are involved, but they kill it. The Tirpitz does not get out of its bay. Wherever it stays, it just stays safe. But it's sitting on the south of France, a huge, 42,000-ton battleship, and it can come out at any time. 15 British battleships were kept just to make sure that somebody is there when the Tirpitz comes out. So by not coming out also, it just totally impacted the war. The amount of time they spent on trying to first they tried to bomb the Tirpitz, they tried to, lure it out of there. It would just sit there and say, okay, you don't know when I'm going to come out, but if I come out, you guys are in trouble. And I think that is exactly what Harsha was talking about.